thank you for this nice introduction and thank you for inviting me. Yeah, before I go into Female Pleasure Society and what we are doing with NFTs and why I'm here, I want to ask you a short question. And this question would be, who likes to have sex? Come on, guys, don't be shy. Otherwise, the next 20 minutes will be a little bit awkward because I talk a lot about sex and pleasure. Maybe another question. Who likes to talk about sex? Okay, you're a good crowd. At least some of you like to talk about sex. Before I tell you a little bit about Female Pleasure Society, we came across some statistics that are really horrible, actually. Over 50% of women struggle with times of low libido, and roughly 50% of women don't expect to orgasm from sex. And not only is this not great, but also there's a lack of transparency in society, and especially in sexual pleasure and women's health. And we like to have sex, but we don't like to talk about sex. And with the Female Pleasure Society, we aim to not only enable people to have great sex and at best for life, but also to enable women to be educated, to get products, but also exchange with other like-minded people, and to create a society where people feel safe and talk about sex. And while all of this might take a village, let me explain how we do this. We combine two things. The first thing is we developed natural products for women. We started with a natural liquid supplement for women. It's a natural liquid supplement that helps women increase their mood and their libido. And it's also available as a ready-to-drink version. And it's, I think it's at the back. You can try it, and you can also, like all men can also try it. And it's not only for women. And then we developed a natural lubricant and an intimate care line for women. And next, as the host told you, we developed a NFT collection and we launched it last year in November. It was our first KISS OG collection. And with this NFT collection, the holder got different utilities. So when you bought an NFT, you got access to 5 years product allowances of the natural supplement. You got access to discounts, to early access, to special voting rights, and I will explain that later a little bit. And you also got access to a success participation. And before I tell you why we combined a D2C brand with NFTs, or the Web3 technology, maybe my explanation of what an NFT is. So for me, NFT stands for transparency and ownership. So having an NFT of a company means belonging to that company. So having an NFT of Female Pleasure Society means owning something from that company. And we believe that this is the new way of brand building. It's called, in our terms, decentralized brand building. So we enable our holders, our NFT holders, to build the brand with us. And how do we do that? So we set up a token-gated web shop. We use Shopify with our web system. Everyone can buy our products. But with the NFT, you get special insights or a special page where you can access only with your NFT. So you can access the natural liquid every quarter and get it for free. But you also get access to a page called Society, where you find content. For example, we have a sexual advisor, Paula. She does like sexual therapist sessions only for our NFT holders. You get education. You get YouTube lives, especially also only for our holders, and you get a chat system where you can chat with like-minded people about all things sex or health or whatever. So this is how we set it up practically. And I read an article lately that you don't need millions of customers to build a successful brand. You only need thousands of true fans. And while this might seem like a small number, let me explain what the author meant by 1,000 or by true fan. So a true fan is someone who buys any product from you, who drives 200 miles to a shop opening only to be there the first. And I believe you can connect NFTs with that mindset. So you have true fans who build a brand with you, who are at the core of the center of the brand, who believe in your brand, who buy the NFT and therefore also have a financial gain in the company. And let me explain how we do it. So we have, like with our NFT, as I said, you have different perks, like the product and voting rights. And we believe that we also can enable people to not only have like special discounts and early access, but this is also good for us or beneficial for us because we have our main target group and we can practically do a poll later today and get insights immediately because we have our main target group as our NFT holders. And our vision is also that our NFT holders sell our products, for example. And I don't know if you remember those parties, like dildo parties or Tupperware parties. And I think those had a little bit shady background or shady mindset with this. But we believe we can do this way cooler because we call it pleasure parties. And you hold an NFT and then you invite all your friends and you can sell our products, but also believe truly in our mission and have the mindset of this true fan. And I believe that this is the new way of how you build better brands with your community and especially better products with your community. For example, we have a voting system. As I said, every NFT holder has a voting right. And when we started with our natural pleasure elixir, it was called Healthy Mood and Sexuality Booster. And this was really unsexy, and therefore we asked our community, how should we call our product? And then natural pleasure elixir came out of it. So we have our target audience right by our side and can ask them questions, can develop products with them, and in the end can sell products with them as our chief marketing officer. And we believe that this is the future of brands. And if you may think, wow, this is cool, I would like to implement this as well. We came across 3 things that I want to share with you that you can think of or that you can think of before you implement NFTs in your company. So I think the most important part is the tech part because every NFT has, for example, a smart contract, and it's really, really important that you trust your developer and that you have insights and that you can really trust them, because we saw a lot of NFT projects where the developer ran away with the money because he changed some small thing in the smart contract. So this is one really important thing maybe you can think of before. And then there's, well, we're in Germany and NFTs are not that famous and there's no real rule behind NFTs right now. And therefore, the law or legal and tax issues are really important. And this is no legal or tax advice. I'm not a lawyer or something, but we came across some issues with tax, for example. And there's a big shout out to EY, who's our tax advisor. And we kind of created a precedence file because we had like some issues with the sales tax, because normally the sales tax is a local tax. But you don't know where your NFT holder sits, because normally everything is anonymously, which is great about Web3. So you don't know where to allocate the sales tax. So those things, I just want to be aware of this, that you have to think about first before you start an NFT project. And maybe the most important part is the audience or the target group, because when we started, we had our target group was only Web3 people. And as I said, we are a sexual wellness company focusing or targeting women. And, well, there are not many women in Web3. I think 17–18% of people in the Web3 space are women. So therefore, right now, we are opening up to everyone and bringing a digital access pass on our website. So you don't find an NFT or the word NFT or the word Web3 on our website. It's only the digital access pass that you can buy. And in the back end, it will be an NFT, but in the front end, no one sees that it's an NFT. And it's very hard to buy an NFT with a wallet and cryptocurrency. And therefore, we want to make it easy for people to just buy it on our website, like Starbucks does it with their membership program. So maybe it's important to ask yourself, is my main target group Web3 people or Web2 people, or who's my main audience, and then implement the technology or implement NFTs. And while I rather end with some positive notes, I think you may or may not know that sex makes people happier the day after sex. So the statistics show that the day after sex, people are happier and more relieved, as well as that sex improves immune function. So actually, statistics show that having regular sex, 30% of decrease in getting sick. Okay, I think I don't have to tell you this, but sexual activity is an exercise. And it's a form of stress management, so it relieves anxiety, and it releases oxytocin and endorphin. So therefore, it's a really good stress management tool and an anxiety tool. And close personal ties to your partner enhance health and extend your longevity. So if you get one thing out of my talk today, it's that please have sex. So it's really important and it's good for your health. Thank you.
Are there any insights? Wow. Yeah. Are there any insights of like what's the percentage of change in terms of maybe libido of people that have used your products? Like feedback from them?
Yeah, that's a good question. So it's a quite new product, especially the natural liquid supplement for women. And we actually chose Viagra, the recipe of Viagra, to apply it to the female body and use only natural ingredients. So it's a kind of new product, and therefore we are starting to do studies with our target group, with our NFT holders actually. Because it's such new, we don't have like real insights of it, but there is scientific studies that show that our natural ingredients help with libido loss, especially with mood swings.
Anything else? Yeah, please.
So, hi. So NFT can also become a source of revenue, right, for some companies. So I was wondering, in your case, if you're planning or if you did make your NFT available to a marketplace like OpenSea, and if this can become a revenue source for companies rather than just a loyalty program.
Yeah.
How do you see that?
Yeah. So as we are a D2C company and only using Web3 technology or NFTs as a tool of our brand building, and basically we're not relying on royalties. We are on OpenSea with our first OG Genesis collection, but royalties are not our revenue model. So we have like a normal open web shop for everyone where you can buy our products. So this is our main revenue source. And we will have the digital access pass, which will be also available as a product and gaining revenue on that one.
Okay, anyone else? Now is your time. Vanessa won't be here any longer. I actually have one.
Yeah.
So your ingredients are, there are studies on the separate ingredients, but there are no studies on the overall product. So if you combine all of them together, there is no actual study?
Yes. So the product is really new, and therefore we combined the ingredients where studies are available. And now we are doing like studies of the natural product, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah, so you're having an external researcher who's looking into the effects on female bodies.
Yeah, yeah, and we have our target group where we can have access to, and they can try it and see where it goes.
Perfect.